Have you ever heard of the Roma Genocide? Most people haven't, but during World War II, hundreds of thousands of Roma people, sometimes called gypsies, though the term can be offensive, were murdered by Nazis just because of their ethnicity. This was a part of the Holocaust, but their story is still often forgotten. To understand why this happened, we need to look back, even before the Nazis came to power. Roma communities across Europe were already being treated unfairly. Many lived in poverty and were denied equal rights. People spread false and harmful stereotypes that painted the Romas as criminal or outsiders. These lies made it easier for government to ignore their suffering. When the Nazis took control in Germany in the 1930s, things got much worse. New laws were passed that treated Roma people as racially inferior. They were banned from public places, forced into ghettos, and later sent to concentration camps. These were the short-term causes that led to something even more horrifying: genocide. One night, on August 2nd, 1944, around 3,000 Roma people were murdered at Auschwitz in just a few hours. Most of them were women and children. Historians estimate that 500,000 Roma were killed during the Holocaust. That's more than half of Europe's Roma population at that time. After war, many survivors had lost everything: homes, families, and even their identities. But unlike Jewish survivors, the Roma didn't receive the same recognition or support. For decades, the suffering was ignored. Some governments didn't even mention their name in the Holocaust memorials. Some international organizations like the United Nations, Red Cross, and the European Roma Rights Center eventually spoke up. They worked to protect Roma rights and share their stories. But sadly, the world was slow to respond. Even France, which helped deport Roma to camps, did not recognize its responsibility until much later. Today, the museums and memorials that honor Roma victims. The memorial to the Santini and Roma in Berlin has a black stone and an eternal flame. In 2015, the European Union declared August 2nd as Roma Holocaust Memorial Day. Schools are beginning to teach the truth, and survival stories are being recorded so they're never forgotten. But the story isn't over. In 2025, many Roma people still face racism, poverty, and exclusion, especially in countries like Romania. Hate crimes are still happening. Some far-right groups even say the Roma deserve it or try to deny the genocide ever happened. That's why this project matters. The Roma Genocide isn't just history, it still affects how people are treated today. Learning the truth helps stop hate from spreading again. The more we know, the more we can do to protect human rights for everyone. Remembering the Roma Genocide isn't just about the past, it's about giving the Roma people the dignity and recognition they were denied for so long. By learning their story, we help make sure their voices are finally heard. Their suffering is not forgotten and their history matters, because every community deserves to be remembered with truth and respect.